Hi, first grade. I am so excited to be on here to share this special read aloud with you. And don't worry, because if you're just tuning in, you can catch this read aloud at any time on my read aloud button on our class website. So anytime you want to hear a story or listen to an awesome book, and just go to our class website, that little purple bluish square that says home, Home, and you click that, and then you will see a button that says read alouds, and there will be all read alouds read to you by me. Isn't that awesome? So in the next few days when we're not at school together, you can hear Mrs. Kowchek read alouds any day that you'd like. Okay? If while we are listening to the story, if you have a connection you would like to share, or if you love something or think something's really awesome, you can just go ahead and click the heart, and send me a little message that way, or you can type comments in the comment section. Okay? Because by Mo Willems. And this is based on a performance by Amber Wren. And Mo Willems is the same author that wrote Nuffle Bunny. And that's a big time first grade favorite. Because a man named Ludwig wrote beautiful music, a man named Franz was inspired to create his own. Because many years later, people wanted to hear Franz's beautiful music, they formed an orchestra. Because a man had practiced since he was a kid, he was asked to join. Because a woman studied night and day, she too was asked to play. Because many others loved and practiced their instruments, there were enough musicians. Do you love something enough that you want to practice it all the time? Because someone created a poster about Franz's music, tickets were sold. Because the train conductor stopped the train at the Grand Concert Hall, the orchestra conductor arrived. A conductor is the person who leads the orchestra, all the people playing their instruments. Because the orchestra librarian had copies of the score, the orchestra rehearsed. Rehearsed is just a big fancy word for practiced. Because workers checked the lights and the seats and swept the floors, the grand hall was ready. Look at that beautiful chandelier. Because the time had come, the ushers opened the door. Because someone's uncle had caught a cold. Someone's aunt had an extra ticket for someone special. Who do you think is going to get to go? Because the usher helped the aunt and her special guest, they found their seats. Because everyone was there to hear the beautiful music, it was quiet. Look at the audience. Oh, here's the beautiful orchestra dressed in their fanciest clothes. All different people with different stories about how they became musicians. What do you think? With no words on this page, we can read pictures. What do these beautiful bright colors mean? In row C, seat 14, sat the girl with her uncle's ticket. She heard the beautiful music written by the man named Franz, and it changed her. Can you follow the beautiful golden color? Can you make a connection? Here are the instruments. Here's the beautiful golden color, because can you hear from a page? So the illustrator is showing you that beautiful music. The girl was changed. From that moment on, the girl learned everything she could about music. Soon, she started to write music too, because, like Franz, the young woman had something to share. Over time, the woman became very good because she worked very hard. One night, her music was discovered because she was also very lucky. Then she was invited to perform her music at the Grand Concert Hall because so many people wanted to hear it. Do you see the magical music sound shown by that bright color? And the girl or the woman's conductor's wand. Her composition was dedicated to the uncle in row C, seat 14, because it was his ticket that brought her here. And that night, someone else was changed. That is how it happens. There's also some music that goes along with this book too. A score. This is called a score. Remember at the beginning of the book, the orchestra librarian had copies of the score? This is called a score, and it's music notes that tells musicians how to play their instruments to make beautiful music. So score has two meanings: a score in like a football game or a basketball game, and a score like written music like this. Very cool. So that was the book Because by Mo Willems. Because an unexpected note can change a life. And I feel like that's a really good book for right now, because things can happen that are unexpected, that we don't have a plan for, but if we try really, really hard, we can see something awesome and beautiful come from it. I miss you, friends, and thank you if you're watching this. I hope you enjoyed the story. It'll be loaded up on our Read Alouds channel on our class website. Have a happy Thanksgiving.